While all the teams are focused on ascending in the standings, today's event is all about descending this massive tower as fast as possible. Hello everyone, I'm your host Quack, and this is an event we saw many times before in the qualifiers and the friendly round. And we're seeing it here today in the main league, where right now the King Crabs hold a 14-point lead with their back-to-back gold medals, trying to make it 3 in a row here. But for now, we see the run order, which is reverse championship order. As per usual, the Rose Rollers will be up first, and they've been struggling so far. So have the hosts, who will be just after them. But this event doesn't need much introduction after it's been run so many times. It's all about speed, but also getting all of your marbles to the end. Usually the most important thing is just getting everyone to the end, and speed comes in later. But it's only the first marble that gets timed, so you don't have to worry about the back marbles getting down slowly, as the test run for the Malamex will demonstrate here. But you only need your first marble to go fast. The rest, you just need to stay out of each other's way and make sure everybody gets to the end. One of them got stuck in the pinwheel there. You can already see, not off to the best start, and it looks like there might get another one. Oh, one of them just comes to a stop at that little loop at the bottom. We've seen that happen before in the qualifiers, so only 2 will get to the end for the Malamex. So that would not be too great as we start with the Rose Rollers and see what they can do here. And they're off, and it looks like already 2 of them get stuck on the staircase. It's already not looking good. The other 2 getting very close. You don't want to get too bunched up, and it looks like they're not going very fast either. Oh, and one of them, will they? Oh, no, they're going to stall out on the loop. Only one of the Rose Rollers getting to the bottom, and it looks like it's going to be another disappointing performance for the team already in last place. It's not looking good for the Rose Rollers. At least they did get 1 marble to the end, but that did not look very fast at all. I don't think that's going to be a good time. No, a 13.78. That's one of the worst runs we've seen ever in this event. But disappointing once again for the Rose Rollers. But now let's see. You can see these 2 stuck on the staircase. One of them getting in the way of the other. That's really not how you want to run this event. You want to make sure each teammate is really contributing to the others, helping get them all unstuck. But in this case, they only stalled out their teammates. Because now the home team, the home fans are very excited to see them perform. And so far, they've been struggling this season, but right now they're off to a good start. They have everybody a bit spread out. Oh, one of them gets stuck in the pinwheels, unfortunately, but the other 3 still going. And, oh, they almost get wedged. But they will get 3 to the end, it looks like. Yes, they will. And it looked like they were stuck for a brief moment. I'll be surprised if that time was that fast, but they did get 3 to the end, which means they'll almost certainly be beating the Rose Rollers. And you see how, oh, their 4th marble almost got stuck on the first staircase, but managed to keep on going. And they kept spread out through this section with the pinwheels. That's really what you want. The fact that they got close to the end is really what screwed up their 4th marble. But 11.46 will take a pretty comfortable first place, though I imagine it won't last with one of their marbles still getting stuck. But still decent for the home fans. I imagine they'll still be pleased with that, despite their 4th marble getting stuck in that pinwheel there. But now, you can see the home fans very pleased to see the performance quite like that, able to take the lead. But now the Snapping Turtles won this event in the qualifiers, currently the record holders for this event with a 9.5. Oh, they've already lost 1 on the staircase. I don't think they're going to be beating their old record, but they still have 3 going, and they're looking very fast, too. That was the key to their success in the qualifiers, and, oh, they just barely get everybody to the end. Well, everybody that was remaining other than their 4th marble, but it looked pretty solid. It looked very fast was really the key. And I think that'll be able to beat the Stone Golems, but oh, look at that. They were just getting a little too bunched up. I think their main problem was just that they were all going so fast. They only need the captain to go fast, but the other 3 were going fast as well, and that bunching really screwed them up. And an 11.26, very quick time, but because they lost 1, it will not be quite as good as it could have been, but they will still take the lead for now. And now we move on to the Pollen Puffs, who were another team that was very solid in this event in the qualifiers. We'll see how they do here. And so far, they almost got 1 stuck on the staircase, but they're still moving. They're getting very close, but they're still moving. They're still very... Oh, one of them almost gets stuck, but they managed to keep on going. And it looks like they'll get everybody to the end. They didn't look that fast, but because they got everybody to the end, that might be enough to take the lead. Very impressive teamwork from the Pollen Puffs. Unsurprising for a team that's usually thought of as being stronger in team events. And it's showing here. Look at that. Every step of the way, their 4th marble especially was making sure to get everybody to the end at a 10.62. Not the fastest, but it will be enough to take the lead because they got everyone to the end. So very impressive by the Pollen Puffs, who I haven't been on the greatest footing so far this season. But now, the Soaring Skies, let's see what they can do compared to the last couple runs. And they're off. It almost looked like they got someone stuck there, and they're still very bunched up, but they're looking very fast here. They're descending very quickly. So far, no one getting stuck yet. Oh, and the pinwheels. Oh, one of them will get stuck. So I don't think that will be taking the lead, but still a very solid time from the Soaring Skies. You can see, especially early on, how they almost all got stuck on that pin in the middle of the staircase, but they managed to keep on going. And that was really the key to their success, just making sure that everybody is getting to the end. But an 11.4 actually won't be enough to even take 2nd place. They'll only be 3rd of the 5. So we've already seen some very solid runs and some not so solid runs with the Rose Rollers, but decent enough from the Soaring Skies. Have to be disappointed that their 1 marble got stuck right near the end, but sometimes that's how this event can be. It's very treacherous. But now Team Pixie won this event in Group A in the qualifiers. See if they can do another strong performance here. And they already also won on the staircase. It's not a great start. And now won the pinwheels. And they're not looking that fast either. I don't think it's going to stack up to their qualifier performance at all. They will get 2 to the end, but without that fast of a time and with 2 DNFs, I don't think it's going to be that great for Team Pixie, despite it being this being the event that really secured their qualification in the qualifiers. And you see right there, they got so close to getting through that pinwheel, but their third member just couldn't keep the momentum going. In a 12.51, will be 5th of the 6 so far. Very disappointing for a team with a lot of experience in this event, evidently, but this event can be very chaotic, very random. It takes a lot of skill to perform at it very well. But Slush Rush, another team that's been very strong in this event in qualifiers. We'll see how they do here. They got one stuck on the staircase, but the other 2 avoid them. Their leader is way ahead. They got another one stuck on the second staircase, but they still have 2 going, and I think they will. Yes, they just barely get that last marble to the end, but only 2 finishers is not going to be great for the Slush Rush, despite how fast they were. The staircase really screwed them up. And you can see how the first marble they got stuck wasn't even their last marble. They managed to keep the others going, which was some good teamwork, but really only just damage control for the fact they already had one stuck. And then right there, that wedged on that pin, and that completely completely arrested the momentum of their third marble. So an 11.56 won't be that great for the Slush Rush, but narrowly ahead of Team Pixie, who ran before them. And you see right there, just barely caught on that staircase, so close to going over into the next step, but just couldn't happen, and that marble got wedged against their teammates, so they really didn't have any chance of moving on. But now the Ivy League, another team that's done this event multiple times, this time in the friendly round, see how they do here. Right now they're looking pretty good. They get everybody past the first staircase, which is often the most treacherous, and so far they're looking pretty decent. Everybody's getting through to the end, and their captain slows to a crawl, but they will manage to get to the end. Actually, that wasn't their captain. They elected not to send Header for this event, but they do still get everybody to the end. I don't think it was that fast, though. I don't know how that will compare to the other times, but because they got everybody to the end, that will almost certainly be putting them very high in the order. We've seen today that sometimes it's really all about getting everybody to the end, and a 10.75, not very fast, but it will be second place for the Ivy League. Really, it is all about just getting... look at that. Their third marble actually almost got stuck, but their reserve managed to get them going again, and they will get everybody to the end. Ivy League fans very pleased with that, as they hold a provisional podium at the halfway point. So far, the Pollen Puffs, Ivy League, and Snapping Turtles hold the top 3 spots, but still have half of the runs to go, so a lot of things can still change as we move on now to the Flashbangs, one of the teams that came up from the B League last season, trying to contend for a title so far. They've been very strong this season, and right now they're looking pretty solid here. They've got everybody moving pretty quickly, and they're spread out. They're looking very fast, actually. So far, will they get stuck in the pinwheels? No, they will not. They will get everybody to the end, and the Flashbangs pull off a very strong run there. That could be a contender for the lead. We'll have to see. They got everybody to the end. They got close a couple times, but they managed to get everybody moving, kept everybody going, especially through the pinwheels. That's really the most treacherous part. Have to keep all of your marbles spread out. And 10.4 will be taking the lead for the Flashbangs, trying to get their first ever gold medal of the main league. But we'll have to see if they manage to hold on. Now the Checkmates, another team that's been strong this event in the qualifiers. We'll have to see how they do here. And they got 3 stuck on the staircase. It's not looking good for the Checkmates, but their lead marble is going very fast. Their captain, Queen, is doing a very solid job. They will get to the end at a very fast time. That was really blazing fast, but they had 3 DNFs. I still think that won't be enough to contend anywhere near the top half, but look at how fast their captain was going. They knew what they had to do to get any amount of points in here, and they really did redeem the team a little bit. A 12-12. Considering they had 3 penalty seconds, that will beat some of the teams that had 2, so they will be taking 8th of 10 so far. So, considering they had 3 penalty seconds, not that bad for the Checkmates. But now, the Flying Saucers, let's see what they can do. So far, been consistent in the main league as so far, but we'll see how they do here. It looks like they've got everybody already past the halfway point of the tower. They're looking pretty solid, and they almost come to a stop. Their last marble just at the end got stuck right there. It looks like they almost got too nervous to continue. Just stuck right there, not really on an obstacle, but they almost had everybody at the end. It could have been a medal contending run, but it just fell apart at the end. I think that'll still be at least top half, but what could have been for the Flying Saucers. An 11.03 is very respectable, but it's just shy of the provisional podium, and with 5 runs to go, I imagine they won't be getting a super strong performance here. Now the Loaves of Bread, let's see what they can do here. They've been strong this season so far, and they're trying to continue that. Right now, they're looking pretty decent. They're getting a little bunched up. Oh, no! They got all of their marbles stuck right there. What happened? I mentioned they were getting bunched up, but not that bunched up. They got everyone stuck, and that will be a DNF for the Loaves of Bread. What happened there? You can see they were getting a little too tight. And, oh, right there, their captain just stalled in the middle of that chute, and the other 3 marbles have nothing to do. They will just collect behind them. Disastrous for the loaves of bread, but now the Red Rockets, let's see what they can do. Following up a run like that, and oh, their 4th marble almost gets stuck, and they managed to keep on moving. Right now, they're looking very fast, and they're very spread out. This could be a very strong run. So far, oh, their 4th marble almost gets stuck. They will get everybody at the end. That was a very strong run for the Red Rockets. So we'll see how they do here. One of the strongest teams in team events, and they're showing it here. Look at how close their 4th marble tank was to stopping right there, but they will keep on moving, and that's really the key to this event, is getting everybody to the end. And they will do that. It's hard to say, will that take the lead? Yes, it will. A 10.38 by 0.02 of a second will take the lead over the Flashbangs. At this point, for the Flashbangs, will not be getting their first main league gold yet today, but the Red Rockets have to be happy with that. With only a few more runs to go, already very likely to take a medal here. But now the Stingrays, let's see what they can do. Have been very strong so far. Don't have a gold medal yet, though, this season. We'll see how they do here. Oh, get everybody just barely through the first staircase, and right now they're looking very bunched up. They get another one almost stuck on the staircase, but they keep on moving, and oh, the chain reaction, but they will get everybody to the end. I don't think it was that fast. There were a lot of great teamwork moments there, though, by the Stingrays. Like right there, their 4th marble almost got stuck, but managed to keep on moving. There was a later part where on the second staircase where they managed to push their teammate free. Right there, you can see how their 4th marble was really doing an excellent job, and 10.68 will be just shy of the provisional podium. Disappointing for the Stingrays, and won't be coming away with a medal, but could be coming away with a very respectable points haul after an event like that. And now the City Lights, another team that's trying to contend for a championship right now, high up in the order. And they're looking pretty solid, pretty fast, but they get one stuck in the pinwheels. Their captain is still looking pretty decent, though, and oh, they get 2 wedged. Oh, they get their captain stuck as well. Another DNF here, and this time it's the City Lights, especially disastrous for a team that's trying to contend for the point lead. You can see they were so clean throughout until that last moment. Perhaps their inexperience showing, coming from the B League last season. And you can see their 1st marble getting stuck in the pinwheel. That wasn't that much of a hazard. But then later on, you can see how right there they got 2 of their marbles wedged in the pinwheel. And then their captain just could not carry on right at the end. Disappointing for the City Lights. But now the King Crabs, the final run of the day. 2 golds in a row, trying to make it 3. We'll see how they do here. Oh, they already lose 1 on the staircase. They've lost another. It's not looking good for the King Crabs. They only have 2 remaining, and they're not looking that fast. They will get those 2 to the end in a decent time, but I don't think it will be enough for the King Crabs. They will probably not even be cracking the top half with 2 marbles not making it to the end. Disappointing for the reigning champions, but you can see right there, not great teamwork to get their 3rd and 4th marbles past that staircase. They both got hindered by that hazard quite a bit. And really throughout this one, that you weren't seeing the teamwork that was needed. And 12.17 will only be 12th for the King Crabs, so disappointing for them. But it's their bitter rivals, the Red Rockets, who will be celebrating a gold medal here by holding on to the lead. You can see right there, their 3rd marble even getting stuck in that chute. But the Red Rockets will be taking the gold medal here. The Flashbangs getting another medal this season, and the Pollen Puffs finally standing on the podium this season. They've struggled quite a bit so far. They have to be happy with that. But 2 yellow teams and the Red Rockets, the reigning runners-up, trying to improve on that this season, getting their 4th gold medal of their careers, and unsurprisingly in a team event. They've been very strong in team events throughout last season and now this season, and Flashbangs and Pollen Puffs have to be pleased with that. The Stingrays have to be disappointed. They were just shy of that. But you can see how consistency was key. All of the top 5 were the ones with all their marbles getting to the end. And now looking at the standings, the King Crabs hold the lead, but it's gone from 14 points to 0 over the Red Rockets, who jump up into 2nd place. So a lot of things still to come. Things can change as we move into the 6th event, which will be slalom. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching.